More miracles, more power, and more of His presence. What's the key to living in the midst of a move of God? You're about to find out.
William McDowell is a world-renowned worship leader and the pastor of Deeper Fellowship Church in Orlando, Florida. He says we have to do more than just want God to move in our lives, our families, and the world. We must actively seek Him.
Come on, I'm the only one who has a burning heart. Would you say, I want more? If you feel like I feel.
In his book, The Only Answer is Prayer, William shares how you can have a deeper relationship with God and discover the life-changing power of His presence.
Please welcome back to the 700 Club, William McDowell. Boy, I love that song, I Want More. That's fantastic. Tell us, first of all, what did your church focus on for 21 weeks, and what happened as a result?
Yeah, the Lord, thank you, first of all, for having us on. The Lord really did something significant in us and for us, really having us focus on prayer. We had been experiencing a move of God in our church for a number of years, but the Lord took 21 weeks to speak to us and really have us focus on the word and prayer. And it did something not just for us, but in us. We're literally saying now that our testimony is not just what the Lord has done for us, but what He's done in us. This focus on prayer has completely revolutionized our collective walk with God and our intimacy with the Lord.
21 weeks, that's a long time. You tried to move to different topics, right? But God said, no, I want you to still focus on prayer. Why do you think that was the case?
Because really the Lord is interested in intimacy with us, and prayer is an active part of worship and intimacy with the Lord. And so it was really one of those things where, because He wants a divine transaction, prayer is a supernatural act that really causes things to take place in the earth. That for us, not only is it something of intimacy and worship, but the Lord really wanted to do something in us to revolutionize the way we think and relate to Him.
Most Christians want that intimacy, but why do you think it's such a struggle?
Well, John 15 makes this very, very clear when Jesus talks to us about the place of abiding. And one of the reasons why it's a struggle is because the enemy of our souls does not want us in the place of abiding. He does everything. To abide means to remain in Him or to remain in the same place. And so he does everything to distract us, to keep us from the place of abiding, because he knows that the place of abiding is the place of not only intimacy, but authority. So everything in our life, every distraction is really about pulling us out of the place of abiding. And so many people struggle with it because of the distractions that we so easily give into, that out of this place.
Yeah, in your book, The Only Answer is Prayer, you share a really fun story about a trip your mother took to China. What did she do right before she left?
This is an amazing thing. Of course, this was a number of years ago, but she went on a business trip to China. And when she left, knowing that she'd be away for quite some time, she actually left a blank check with her signature on it, so that I would have access to everything that I would need, or anything that she had, I would be given access to from her bank account. And she did that because she knew not only if an emergency came up, she couldn't do anything about it where she was, but she also did that because she trusted and knew that she could leave that with me, knowing that I would not be irresponsible with the authority that she had given me.
Wow. What's the key to understanding our authority in Jesus Christ?
Well, the key to understanding our authority in Jesus is intimacy. This is the reason why I brought up the story of what my mother did, is because it's essentially what the Lord did for us. If you look at John chapter 14 and John chapter 15, you see that He says this: you can ask anything in my name, and I will do it, so that the Son can bring glory to the Father. This is essentially what happened. The Lord Himself gave us a blank check with His name on it, giving us access to all authority that is in heaven through His name. And so just like my mother left me a blank check, He leaves us a blank check. And the key to that is that if we will walk in intimacy with Him, just like my mother trusted me, He's trusting us to say, I know that those who are intimate with me, who know me and know the heart of my Father, will not use this authority wrong.
William, you're launching the Deeper Worship Intensive Training later this month. Tell us, what is that and what's it all about?
We're really excited about this. This is something that we've done for a number of years. We're able to do it virtually this year. It is our attempt to really marry presence and pragmatics so that we can train people how to be carriers of the presence of God. And we've assembled a convergence from around the world that are just absolutely phenomenal, from Matt Chandler to R.T. Kendall and A.R. Bernard, and the list goes on and on. Rich Wilkerson Jr. and Sam Chant, Darius Daniels. It's just a phenomenal convergence of voices, and we're able to do that at deeperworshipintensive.com. People are able to sign up for that. We partnered with North Central University, where they'll be able to receive a professional education certificate in worship leadership. It's for worship leaders, but it's also for worshipers. So it's not just for worship leaders only, because I say whatever's good for worship leaders, it's good for the worshiper. And when you sign up for it, you have access to all of the content, which is 4 weeks of content for the rest of the year. And so it's a phenomenal time. And we're looking forward to really being able to equip and empower worshipers all over the world.
Amazing. Well, your book is called The Only Answer is Prayer, and it's available nationwide. William, thank you so much for being with us. And for more information on the Deeper Worship Intensive Training, you can go to cbn.com. God bless you.
God bless you too.